Hello, sports fans. This is an email I just got in today, and I heard about this for some time about the Pelosi's wealth and the connection between StarKist and Del Monte and the Samoan workers. And it's very interesting that the same person, Nancy Pelosi, who would about the U.S. Constitution, voted to fine anyone, arrest anyone, jail anyone that had the audacity not to take or buy the type of health insurance that she and King Obama and Harry Reid deemed appropriate for you. Brown up in Massachusetts seemed to have put the halt to this thing. But then again, you have to understand that Scott Brown is the person who made mandatory health insurance mandatory in Massachusetts, and Mitt Romney signed the bill. So how much relief we're going to get from this thing is very interesting, and I wonder if they gave Scott Brown the type of deal for Massachusetts as they did for Nebraska, if he would change his mind and vote for the bill. So he can be bought. I mean, this is not an ethical or constitutional issue with him as far as what I can understand. But Nancy Pelosi is a real piece of work, and the people down in San Francisco have to vote her out. Whether they will or not, I don't know. But she has the audacity just to laugh at people when they mention the Constitution, and laugh at people when they ask, "Do you think it's really fair to put someone in jail because either they don't have insurance or they don't have the type of insurance that you like?" And this brings me back to George Bush, who told everybody that what you have to do is get one of these medical savings accounts and get this high deductible health insurance, which covers catastrophic stuff. And you'll have it made. And he had town meetings, and he had all these people, mostly women, coming up and telling this success story that now that she has her health savings account and her catastrophic health insurance, that she's able to afford insurance. Well, they don't want you to be able to afford insurance. Okay? This whole thing, this whole health insurance bill was about taking your money and paying off the insurance industry and giving everybody like blank checks to do whatever they wanted to do medically with you. And this is what we're really talking about here. It was never about federal funding of abortions or the public option. It was a matter of the insurance companies having access not to 70, 80% of the people, 100% of the people. And of course, once you don't have the choice not to buy health insurance or to go to alternative types of health insurance, then they can raise the price whatever they want, because essentially there's no supply and demand. There's no free economy. There's no free economy. And that's what this country was based upon. It was based upon the fact that if you didn't like something, you didn't buy it, and the people who were selling it would say, well, I guess we got to lower our price if we want to get more market share. But they want all the market share. They don't want to reduce the price. And it comes down to a lot of issues. Why is it so expensive to be in a hospital? You can stay in the most expensive hotel in the world, for what it costs to go to the hospital. And the doctors, obviously the nurses don't get much money. But when these doctors get you into these things, have you go through all these tests, which they sometimes have interests in. They're like partners in some sort of equipment, scanning device or whatever. They got to get everybody on this cholesterol-lowering medicine. They're using mammographies to basically increase the chance of breast cancer for every woman, 1% every time they get one. And then when they kind of realize what they've done, they want to raise the starting age to 40 from 50 and eliminate 10% of potential cancer rate. Everybody's up in arms. But they did this with women on the hormones. They gave them hormone therapy and gave them breast cancer. But apparently the women don't care. They will not express anger or outrage at what's going on to them. They just follow. They just follow what these doctors say to do. We all follow. They say, get your shots, get your vaccines, vaccinations, and everybody lines up like they did at Jonestown when they gave everybody Kool-Aid. Remember that? So let's not be Kool-Aid drinkers. Let's at least have a little dignity and hold our own. We have to support the states who are coming up with their own legislation, which will hopefully give state rights a trump card over the federal mandate for things. And this has to do with these treaties that Clinton and the gang, Hillary Clinton, want to sign. You have to understand that Walter Cronkite was not a patriotic American. He was for a world order. He got an award from some United Nations organization just because he is so not pro-American, but he's basically pro-world order. And Hillary Clinton, the whole gang of them, are all for the world order. And if you don't think there's such a thing as a world order coming, I'll sell you I got a piece of real estate in Brooklyn I could probably get you titled to. Anyhow, that's the deal. That's the deal on Pelosi. Look it up on Snopes. I've heard in the news before, but it wouldn't surprise me. And she's a piece of garbage, and we should all write letters to the San Francisco papers, letters to the editors, and give them a piece of our minds. Take care. Have a happy, healthy 2010, even though January is almost over. Take care.